Hey, what's going on everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Hypixel Skyblock Hardmode series. And first off, as always, a big shout out to every single person who has subscribed since the last episode. At the time of recording this, we are getting so insanely close to 80,000 subscribers. I think we're about like 1K subs off right now. So please, if you have not already subscribed and you're enjoying this series up to this point, please consider hitting that button. I would really appreciate it. Anyways, though, I told you guys last episode to tell me whether or not you like seeing dragons at the start of every episode by dropping a like on the video. And based on the likes, it seems like you guys enjoy these dragon fights. So we're going to be doing some more to start off today. So you guys know, as usual, I went ahead and grinded up 8 summoning eyes. So we're going to be doing 2 dragons, placing 4 eyes each, as we have done, I think, the past 2 episodes now. But yeah, with that out of the way, I guess it's time for me to find a dragon party. And today I'm actually going to have to go through just trying to like randomly find some people in the hub, because my friends that I usually do dragons with are not online. So hopefully this goes well. I mean, it could potentially be a disaster depending on who we get in the party, but we'll have to just wait and see. All right, guys, it is time. I don't know if I'm really ready. I always feel like I'm out of practice every time I do dragons. I'm definitely more ready for these dragons than I have been for the ones in the past couple of episodes. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Let me go ahead and make sure I get my right pet on for the fight as well. These guys are probably like, oh my god, what is taking him so long to place the eyes? All right, here we go, baby. Come on, give me some. Wait, no, we're not doing that today. We are not asking Skyblock for anything. We always get such bad luck when we're doing it. So you know what? Today, we're just chill with whatever we get, Skyblock. Whatever you want to give me, I'll take it today, all right? Here we go. The moment of truth, the moment of truth. Old dragon. Are you kidding me? I don't have any interest in this, so I guess we're hoping for one of the reforged stones. Yeah, I don't think anything else would really have any benefit to me at all. I don't need any old dragon armor piece. Okay, let's hope my sorting today is on point. You know what? I didn't do too bad there. I'm kind of proud of myself. That was better than it normally was. Usually I'm pretty sloppy. That seemed like a pretty solid go at it. I always get so nervous doing dragons, so man, I don't know what it is about it, but it just makes my like hands shake or whatever. I feel like there's just so much pressure, you know? It takes me like an hour to get all of these summoning eyes, and it all comes down to this one fight. Like, I gotta put on the best performance I can. So far, so good though. I feel like I got to the sorting parts of those two pretty quickly, and I'm up to almost 1.5 million damage, so I'm kind of happy with that. Okay, we ended up with just under 2 mil damage. Position number 6 even with that though. Okay, maybe it's just the old dragons are a lot easier to do damage to. Let's see what we're going to pull off from this thing. Oh, I see the word old dragon leggings. Yikes. Okay, well, we pretty much have no use for that. I'll probably end up either just saving it somewhere or scrapping it to the NPC for 100,000 coins. So let's get into the next one. Okay, time for drag number 2, boys. Let's get into it. I had to move my hotbar around, so I gotta quickly switch things back and lock them into place. All right, we're good to go. Let's see what we get for our second dragon today. Unstable. Actually, this could be decent. I'd be hoping for the travel scroll to the dragon's nest. I know for most people that's not really a good pull at all, but for me it could be useful because you know, just having it always go to the top of the end instead of warping straight down to the dragon's nest is kind of a pain. Definitely feels like we're in a bit of a dry spell with dragons, although it might be expected when we're only doing 2 per episode. Because I think most of the time when people do dragons, they do them in spurts of like 20 at a time, you know? Okay, wow, this has been a really uninteresting fight. It hasn't gone into fireball mode once, so I haven't had a chance to sort it. I've been all bow. And surprisingly, with all bow, I managed to still get 1 mil damage and got 3rd place. Okay, come on. I'm kind of hoping for the travel scroll. I see what it is. It's an AOTD, which is usually a really good pull, but for me, it's kind of rip. I can't do anything with it, but you know, I guess we'll take it. I don't know. All right, and bit of a funny story here now. I just realized that for both of those drag fights, all of my accessories were still reforged to Hurtful because I was doing spends like a couple days ago, I guess. So they must have been on Hurtful for a long time now. And I'm pretty sure that Hurtful is not the right reforge to use for drag fights, but I don't know. I seem to do okay damage, so maybe it didn't affect me that much. Anyways, guys, it is now time to transition over into the main goal of the episode today. So over the past, like, I think maybe month plus at this point, I've kind of been neglecting getting any new accessories. I've been pretty content with what we have. We have a full accessory bag now, and I feel like the rarities are decent, so I've kind of just been chilling with it. But at the same time, I don't know why, but I kind of miss grinding for like 10 plus hours for just one singular item, which, as you guys know, I have done multiple times during the course of this series. So today we are going to be grinding for the Scarf's Grimoire, which is basically the max upgraded version of the Scarf Studies. So if you guys don't already know how this works, basically the Scarf Studies is a boss drop from the floor 2 boss Scarf. But you can take 4 of these Scarf Studies and turn it into a Scarf's Thesis, which, since I've already completed 70 floor 2 boss fights, I've actually already gotten a free Scarf's Thesis from the collection. But there is still one tier above the Scarf's Thesis, because you can take 4 of these and craft it into a Scarf's Grimoire, which is of course what we're going to be going for today. So usually in order to get this thing, you would need a total of 16 Scarf Studies, but since I already have one Scarf's Thesis, that is -4. And just over the course of doing some random floor 2s, I have 3 extra Scarf Studies here. So in total today, we are going to need to get 9 more Scarf Studies to craft the Grimoire. So basically what that means is I'm just gonna have to be grinding a bunch of floor 2s, which to many of you might just seem like a pretty giant waste of time, but actually this could be a really good use of my time, because I hope you guys will remember that in the last episode we discussed this epic hound pet right here, and the really good part of this hound pet for me in particular was the ability to potentially get like 3 to 4 superior fragments from one superior lost adventure. And would you know it, superior lost adventures just happen to be the most common in floor 2 dungeons. So essentially my hope here is that I'm not only going to come out of this long grind with a brand new legendary talisman, but I'm also going to hopefully come out of it with some more superior fragments. But yeah, with that being said, let's start grinding. Yes, finally, a Scarf Studies. Oh my god. Wait, I have my dungeon keys too. Could we possibly get a second one? Okay, no. But Scarf Studies in the diamond chest too, so that means it's only 100k. I will 100% take that. Let's go. Okay, and finally, run number 12. I got a Scarf Studies. Unfortunately, this time it's in the obsidian chest, so 500,000 coins just for one. But you know what? It's taken me so long to get these things that I'm happy to pay whatever price the game wants me to. I just want to get all the ones I need to get that Grimoire. Oh, boys, Superior LA. This is the first time I've seen one in like 15 dungeon runs. Holy. Oh, yes, we got it. We got it too. 2 Superior frags. Let's go. Did I have my hound pet on as well? Hey, let's go. Oh my god, finally guys, it has taken so long to get this one. I thought I was just never gonna get another Scarf Studies. I have no idea what run this is. I think we're past run 30 now or something. I'm pretty sure I went on like 20 plus runs without a Scarf Studies. That was insane. And I think I still have 6 more to go. So this could definitely be more of a process than I initially thought it was going to be. All right, now this is what I like to see. Another one, I think only like 2 or 3 runs later. So now we're getting in a better rhythm. No more 20 runs with no studies. Oh yes, yo, finally another superior. Come on, baby. Give me some good frag count. Wait, where did it just blast me to? Dude, it blasted me halfway across the map. Jesus. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, 2 more frags. Let's go. Wait, I'm surprised I'm not getting more than 2 with the hound pet equipped, but still, another 2, man. 4 total. That is sick. Okay, guys, and with that, I'm going to put a temporary hold on grinding any more Scarf Studies. I know I said, you know, just like a minute and a half ago in the video that today we were getting the Scarf's Grimoire, but this has become way more of a process than I thought it was going to be. If I head over to my collections here, you'll see I've currently killed 124 Scarfs. Now, when we started this video, I was at 71, which means for this episode, I have done 53 Scarf fights. But throughout the course of all 53 of those fights, I've only gotten 4 Scarf Studies, which means that I'm not even halfway to my goal of 9 for this one episode. So yeah, that's not gonna happen today. I'm sorry if you were for some reason really looking forward to me getting it today, but I promise we will pick it back up in a future episode and I will accomplish that goal. Anyways though, since we are already on the topic of dungeons, there has been a lot of people recently recommending I make a pretty major change to my current dungeon setup. And actually, if you just look at a couple of people who are sitting around me right now, you can potentially see the change I'm going to make, and that is switching from the adaptive helm over to the shadow goggles. So first thing I need to do is actually buy a pair of shadow goggles for 800,000 coins, because I had never done that. But if you take a look at the lore of the shadow goggles, you'll see that it says your abilities deal plus 60% damage to undead monsters, which means as a mage, right out of the gate, I'm gonna be doing 60% more damage. Now, unfortunately, the shadow goggles don't have any base health or defense, so I'm also probably going to be dying a little bit quicker. But since I'm mostly doing floor 2s at the moment, that should not be a big deal at all, so this should be a really nice upgrade for me to have. Of course, as always though, it is 100% going to be a necessity to 5-star these shadow goggles, and thankfully it only requires undead essence to upgrade this thing, which you can see here I have plenty of at the moment. And the final step for getting these babies maxed out is going to be, of course, getting the correct reforge on them, which is the same as the adaptive helm one, necrotic. And thankfully I save a bunch of my dungeons loot, so I already happen to have some necromancer's brooches just sitting around that I can apply to it. So we will put both of these things into the blacksmith here, and boom, boom, necrotic 5-star shadow goggles are ready to go. And even though I am going to be losing some health and defense from the adaptive helm, you can see here, the adaptive helm only gives me 361 intelligence in dungeons, where the shadow goggles are going to give me 857. So not only am I going to be doing a lot more damage, I'm also going to have a lot more mana. But yeah, now that our setup is ready to go, let's go ahead and test them out. All right, so I just hopped into a random floor 2 dungeon party here. I'm going to start with the adaptive helm on, just so we can kind of get like a baseline for how much damage we're doing. Now, I have done some damage tests in the past though, and it can be really annoying to try and get an accurate number. But it looks like on undead mobs, I'm doing about 128,000 damage with the right click on my Spirit Scepter. So now I'm going to switch over to the Shadow Goggles and we'll give it another test. Okay, so this is another undead mob, so it should be a fair test as well. 268,000, wow. So that's like a... That's like double, isn't it? Okay, perfect. We even have some zombies up here because this is exactly what I tested on before. 241,000. Still, that's almost double the amount I was doing with the adaptive helm. I mean, yeah, even on these mobs with higher defense, I'm still doing 188,000, which is 60k more than I was doing on the mobs with low defense when I was wearing the adaptive helm. And I guess actually the increase of like 500 intelligence that we're getting in using these shadow goggles over the adaptive helm is going to give even more damage because your ability damage scales with your intelligence. And I'm not even really noticing a difference in terms of like the lowered health and defense. So I think this is a really easy decision to make, that I'm going to stay switched over to the shadow goggles because I don't think there's really much of a benefit at all to continuing to use the adaptive helm. I mean, yeah, I'm just like consistently doing double the amount of damage I was before, and I'm just trading in, what, 500 HP and 200 defense? To be fair, that is a decent amount of health and defense, but I think it's worth it for like the overall increase in damage. Okay, wait, and sweet, I got into a room all by myself with a Lost Adventure mini boss here. Let's see if I can just shred through him. Yeah, he's taking a pretty significant amount of damage. Jesus. All right, and I'm kind of interested to see if we can just shred through the second stage of the Scarf fight here now with this extra damage. Yeah, looks like Scarf's already dead. Nice. Now, again, this is only floor 2. Killing Scarf that fast is not super impressive, but this isn't like a stacked party by any means. Again, I use like random party finder, so that is pretty impressive in my opinion. And still no luck with getting a Scarf Studies. Oh my god, I think this has now been 20 runs since my last one. That is ridiculous, man. But yeah, overall, guys, I definitely think the switch over to Shadow Goggles was 100% the right move. And I also just realized that some of the health and defense I'm losing is because I don't have Growth 5 and Protection 5 on the Shadow Goggles yet. So once I get these things enchanted, I really should not be losing very much at all in terms of health and defense for like literally, again, double the amount of damage. I kind of just feel stupid that I haven't been using these things for a longer amount of time because, I mean, they've been in the NPC shop, I think, since floor 4 released. Anyways, though, guys, that's where I'm going to go ahead and end off today's episode. So hopefully you did enjoy it, and I will see you guys in the next one very soon. See you guys then. Peace.